Good evening and welcome to the news. I'm your anchor this evening, Softman25, replacing Neo_, replacing Nace, Slime Man, replacing Worcester, replacing John Speedruns. Our top story, of course, is the Australian Speedrun Marathon. We have now raised over $23.5, almost $24,000 for Game on Cancer. ASM2023 is scheduled at this point to beat all previous records. I spoke to a local expert on the matter to understand their thoughts.
Yeah, sounds about right.
To our next and pressing and maybe potentially dire story, Neo_ is missing. After his fearless reporting on the potential reappearance of John Speedruns, he has not been seen again. Some people say that there is a conspiracy. Perhaps John Speedruns has engaged in some nefarious acts, but our anonymous tipster presented this photo of him just walking away. If you have any information on the location of Neo_, we urge you to call in at 1-800 please find Neo_. Moving on, we do have some sporting news. They did happen. The two main events, of course, were that last night Essendon won the grand final in July. You can see vaguely Essendon St Porter conical flak on the right there. And on the left is a blur. Essendon supporters were thrilled until they realised what had actually happened, and the game was about 1-0. Moving on, lovely gentleman, Softman25 scored his first Test 100 last night. In a self-serving bout of narcissism, he had to say, "This was the greatest experience of my life." Moving on, we're going to go on to news, and for technical news, we're going to go to the tech desk. Thank you for that. Moving on to the weather, we of course have here the 128-kilometre radar loop. We love the 128-kilometre radar loop. Over to the right, you'll see in this lovely 128 radar loop of... and this is this Ethernet and HDMI port. You can also see this South Australia. Residents of South Australia will be expecting weather that resembles South Australia. Those who are not residents are warned. Moving, of course, to ASMM, the fantastic walkathon being organised and participated in by all of you. We, of course, remind everyone to get their steps in to the runner management desk, which can be found out front. And, of course, we do accept backdated steps. That's from Tuesday through to Sunday. Tomorrow's planned walk will be to the lovely Botanic Gardens. I didn't prepare a joke for this. They're just great. Up the gardens. And finally, of course, we do thank Elgato because they have provided this fantastic gear to make these bits possible. They, of course, provided the key lights, they've provided the host microphone, and, of course, this green screen behind me, which we are drastically and deliberately misusing. So, of course, we do say thank you to them, and that's the news.